Since finishing this crane, I've built a couple of buildings, workshop buildings. This is going to be a wagon repair yard. I've laid the track on the board. This is track that I got from stock. I have built other model railway, 00 gauge layouts. I build one, have it for a while, sell it on to build another. So some of the stock is left over. So I'm trying to build this O-16.5 narrow gauge railway out of stock that I've got. So I'm using Pico track and taking every other sleeper out. So I built these buildings from cardboard, and this is going to be the wagon repair yard. The wagons have come from the quarry, which is in fictionally some distance away from here. So the loco arrives with stock to be into the repair yard. It's also going to be a loco staging area overnight. So there's going to be an engine shed up in the corner, and there's going to be various fuel and coaling facilities, workshops, loco crew cabins, etc. It's going to be all around there. I've laid a line of switches here. These operate the various isolating sections for the tracks. These operate the various points that are in it. They're all electro frog points. As I'm running Hornby 040 chassis, I didn't want the plastic frog there, so I've gone for electro frog points on all of them, and they're all motorized by the Gauge Master motors, so the polarity control is there. I've laid cork in between this track and over here, trying to level the surface. I'm going to obviously put scatter and different coloured grasses and soils on here. I wanted a level surface for the working yard. So that's my plan up to yet. I'm got to cut the sleepers out of the points, but I've still got a lot of sleepers to cut out of all of these. But this is the layout. It's going to be the narrow gauge from 00 track, O gauge bodywork on the locos, etc. These are two locos that I've already built. I started this during the first lockdown in March. I needed something to do, so having worked on 00 gauge model railways before, I thought I'm going to have a go at a narrow gauge. So this loco here is the GWR 101, been turned into an O gauge 040, and this one was the Barclays, the Hornby Barclays. You probably recognise the front end of it, and that's again been built into an O gauge size. The O gauge personnel driver in that one is an O gauge man, as is the driver in this one. I've got a third one of these on the go at the moment. I'm going to make a video of how I've done it. So anybody that wants to, I looked at a few videos on YouTube to see how to do it, and there's a few on, but there's not very much. So I thought I'd add to the collection by putting a video up. So I am going to make a video of how I done this, the same as the video on how I turn the Hornby crane into my yard crane. So this is my layout up to yet.